Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video we're going to do the chiller, thriller, horror movie review of the week. This video we're going to review The Mist. The Mist, fantastic movie. A movie that I don't consider 100% horror. Definitely a lot of chiller moments, thriller moments, and there's some horror mixed in there. Directed by Frank Darabont and starring Thomas Jane. A host of Walking Dead, well, not at that time, but I guess you could say veterans now, but at the time there was no Walking Dead. Laurie Holden, Melissa McBride, Jeff DeMoon. This movie, this movie was great. This was a great movie. I was entertained by it. Basically, stories about a man who he's an artist, and it was a stormy night, and he's drawing in his room. And actually, for those of you who are Stephen King fans, who may have or may not have seen this movie, or anyone who doesn't know, but it's funny, the drawing in the beginning of the movie is the Gunslinger. And I know there's a lot of people out there who like the Two Tower series, the Gunslinger, and that kind of stuff. So I thought it was kind of cool that he was drawing the Gunslinger in the beginning of the movie. So basically, what happens is after that stormy night, he goes and he checks out the damage, and it turns out him and his neighbor who don't get along. There was some damage to his neighbor's car because of the tree, and then that's where everything starts. He agrees to take his neighbor, who he doesn't get along with, okay, to the store to get some supplies. There's no power. And when they get to the store, it's crowded and people are talking. Small town. And then, next thing you know, there's a man coming in. Jeffrey DeMoon's character runs in, bloody nose, and screaming, "Something's in the mist." They lock the doors, and that's when it all starts. Very, very good movie. Another movie I'm not going to go into too much detail. I know it's been out for a couple of years. I know a lot of people have seen it by now. But if there's any chance that anyone catches this review that hasn't seen this movie, I really don't want to ruin anything, because this has to be one of the most crazy endings in a movie since, like, The Sixth Sense. You know what I mean? If not even crazier. But to make a long story short, it's come to find out that the military had been doing some experiments on, with, like, a project called Project Arrow in the movie. And basically it opens up this dimension that gets all these monsters in. And the monsters seems to me they can only live in the mist. So if you're in the mist, then you're going to die. That's basically what it comes down to. And really, some really creepy creatures, man. If you don't like spiders, don't watch this movie. Straight up. Do not watch this movie. My wife actually was enjoying this movie until she saw the spiders. And she said, okay, that's it. I'm going upstairs. She didn't want to see no more. She doesn't like spiders. I don't mind spiders, actually. I'm actually a spider fan because I hate bugs in general, and spiders eat bugs, so they're on my team. I'm on Team Spider. So, but the great thing about this movie, there's some great actors and actresses in this movie. As I said, Thomas Jane is okay. He's not the greatest actor in the world, but he did a good job in this movie. A very solid performer. You guys might know him from Punisher, the first one, not Warzone. He played the Punisher. He was also in, what's that shark movie? I can't remember it, but it had to do with the sharks, and they were doing brain surgery on the sharks to try and find a cure for, I think, Alzheimer's, and the sharks got extremely intelligent. God, I can't remember the name of that movie. It's bothering me right now. But anyway, of course, as I said, Jeffrey DeMoon, Nathan Gamble played the little boy. Andre Braugher, who has a show now, I think it's it's on TV. It's a comedy, and it's with the guy from Saturday Night Live. I can't remember his name. Andy Samberg. That's it. And I forget the name of that show, but he's on that show with Andy Samberg, so a lot of you guys know who he is. And a lot of cool creatures. Oh, also Marcia Gay Harden is in this, and she's a wonderful actress. I love her. She's so awesome. And in this movie, whoo, she's badass. So Marcia Gay Harden, very, very good actress. Love her, love everything she does, and she is just gold in this movie. She is just gold. So the movie is very entertaining. Really, some creepy parts, some nasty parts. You know, most of it takes place in the store because everybody's too afraid to go out into the mist. And you know, it kind of, there's a lot of, you know, moments in the movie that kind of make you look twice. And again, it sucks because I don't want to say too much detail because you got to experience it for yourself. But there's a lot of events that happen throughout the movie that make you question if it had been handled differently, would the events later have happened or not? And that's what makes the movie so compelling. You know, aside from the fact that you're getting a lot of cool monsters and you're getting action and horror and all this kind of stuff, this is yet another movie with a very good story and a lot of good interaction between these characters and how people start to develop. You get to see what people start to you know, where their mindset is after going through things like this. You know, people who seem perfectly normal suddenly become insane. People who you thought you can trust suddenly just, you know, you can't really trust them anymore. And then people change. People change drastically when they think it's the end of the world. And a lot of shit goes down in that store. A lot of shit goes down in that store. And in between all that, you got these creatures that are trying to make their way in. A couple of times they do, but the people in the store, you know, tend to fight them off, suffering casualties along the way, of course. And then finally, you get to the climax of the movie, where finally a brave team makes an attempt to leave, and then a lot of events happen at that point. And again, don't want to give it away. In terms of the creature designs, what creatures you do see are just creepy, man. Oh man, they're creepy, and you know, the spiders. Oh. I mean, again, I don't mind spiders so much, but these spiders are creepy. You know, they're creepy. If you haven't seen them in the movie yet, again, I don't want to give it away, but they're just, it's kind of different from your normal spider. You know, they're creepy. And then there's these giant ones, man. These giant ones. There's this one that pops up at the store. It seems like every day that they're there, because I would say they were there maybe 3 days, 4 days before finally people tried to attempt to leave. And there's this one big one that seemed to come by once a day for a sacrifice almost, and you don't know, but it seemed that way because it would only show up once, and it would dare sure kill somebody. So you know, a lot of stuff happens in this movie. You know, so story is great. Frank Darabont is a great director. He's a great writer. He's done a lot of Stephen King adaptations, and he's done a very successful job of doing it. The Green Mile, Shawshank Redemption, to name a few. Obviously, this one was a great success when it came out. But yeah, so basically, that's the movie. The gist of it, you know, you get military tampering with new technology affecting the surrounding areas, people facing a situation that they've never faced before, possibly the end of their existence, and how they handle that. And you would expect it, and it plays out how you would expect. Some people rise to the occasion to try and dictate what their own life is going to be. Some people cringe in a corner, shit their pants, and people go nuts. People go nuts and just start, you know, getting very, very religiously motivated. They try to read everything from a religious standpoint, and this is why that's happening. And all this is happening in a grocery store. And it makes for a very compelling movie, a very interesting movie. Choices are made that kind of make you question how would you react in that situation. A very good movie. It's a very good movie because it brings a lot of elements together. It's and the ending. The ending. If nothing else, see it for the ending because the ending will fuck you up. The ending will mess up your head. It will mess up your head. You will sit there and think about it for a while. If nothing else, watch the movie for the end. I'm not going to ruin it. Please, guys, if you comment in the section below, do not ruin it. Just in case there's a handful of people who haven't seen this yet. I doubt that's the case, but I like to be sure. I just don't like to ruin stuff for people, especially if it's a really good movie like this one. But that's it, man. The Mist, very good movie. A good package of story, chiller moments, thriller moments, horror moments. Great kind of creatures if you like that monster stuff. Great creatures in there. and just a very good cast, a very solid cast of actors who really deliver their characters very well, interact very well, and the kind of story that makes you question yourself and what you would do in these kinds of situations and what kind of decisions you would make had you been in that situation. Very good movie. Anyway, guys, that's it for this review. That is The Mist. This is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching E.T.N. Don't forget to subscribe and join the Nation Facebook page.